All right, welcome everyone. This is Dills and I's first attempt at him coaching me not to suck in arena.
I'm looking forward to this actually. So let's real quick. Um, what is your best arena record to date so far?
4-3.
4-3. Okay.
Yeah.
So that's like a nice midpoint to work from. So let's see if we can get you a deck that'll go at least 5-3.
All right.
Not that.
Sounds good. So I've saved up a little more than enough gold for 2 arena runs. So let's see what we get to pick from.
And we're going to talk about this on the show, but the ability to build gold if you're not consistently winning 70% plus in arena is an interesting subject right now.
Interesting, or just it sucks and it's kind of hard.
It's yeah. So yeah, I've got some ideas, and we'll talk about this on the next show for sure. But
All
I
right.
think they could still speed it up. Okay, so what do you like? Let's talk about
None of these.
like really. Okay.
These are the 3 that I probably played the least.
Okay. So when you see what class, when you see it in arena, you're like, I pick that every time.
Priest, shaman, or rogue.
Okay.
Without even if I only have the choice of one of those 3, I always pick one of those 3.
Well, I'm going to recommend honestly to play a druid if you don't have a lot of experience with these 3, because I think druid is the most well-rounded.
Okay.
The other 2 are a little more gimmicky.
Now I was talking to you off stream, I think it was a few weeks ago, where I said that I had an 0-3 run, and that was the run I did with the druid because I had never played a druid before. I just knew I was losing to them a lot, so I was like, you know what? Now seems like a good time to try it, and I was wrong.
The beauty of the druid is that their hero ability is one of the ones that can deal 1 damage to anything. So it's a good way to remove things. Yeah, and you actually protect yourself a little bit. You can armor up if you need to, so it's like a half heal. It's kind of a halfway between like what a mage can do and what a warrior can do. So it's a pretty strong one, I think. So let's. Right. You want to go for it?
Sure.
Okay. I think the druids also have some of the strongest cards in the game.
Okay. I'm feeling good about it since I have, a coach. I was doing this grind last time.
So this first pick is probably going to set us off in a path. I'm going to say this before we start. A few things you want to look for in arena are cards that will consistently 2-for-1 your opponent or more. Cards that will give you card draw, and just cards that are hard to deal with in general. Also, you need answers as well. So these are like kind of the things you're looking for. A lot of people talk about taunt. I think there's a few taunt creatures that are really great, but most of the time I don't think taunt is as important as people put that out to. You need to be trading in a successful manner and holding the board, because people won't be able to make very many specific types of decks in arena.
Yeah.
You're limited more to playing control. All right, so in this pick, actually, none of these would be terrible. I'd probably stay away from the Nourish right now because this is your first pick.
Right.
I'd probably just go with Twilight Drake. I still think it's a really strong card.
I agree with that. I actually think that because it's slightly nerfed, that it's less likely to be instantly silenced.
Yeah, absolutely.
Actually, I think it kind of roundabout way made it stronger.
It actually there's less people running silence because of the fact that this card got quote-unquote nerfed. But even if it does get silenced, it's a 4-1. It's not completely terrible.
You can still trade into something.
Yeah. So what do you think you'd pick here?
The Ironbeak Owl, I always just gravitate towards because it's a 2-1 with silence for 2 mana.
Yeah. Most of the time, though, I think your Ironbeak Owl is a weaker pick when you have something like a Wrath next to it.
Okay.
Silence is great if you have... I would pick the Owl if you're at like 27 and you have 0 silence in your deck.
Okay.
But a Spellbreaker is much preferred as far as silence goes. So I take Wrath because that's basically optional removal. If you need 3 damage, you can get it for only 2 mana. But if you can get away with 1 damage to do the job, you get a card back, and it's basically free. So I think it's a great card.
It's Shiv with an option.
Exactly.
I like that.
Okay, wow, this is interesting.
So 3 non-druid cards.
None of these cards I'm a huge fan of, but I think the Knight actually stands above them slightly. If you think about what the Rifleman does, for 3 mana will do 1 damage, and then you have a 2/2 on board. If you think about the Charge, will often do like 2 damage and then be a 2/3 on board, or do the 1 damage and be a 2/4 on board. Like there's a lot of scenarios where it's better after the trade.
Yeah, he's got a good body on him.
Yeah, exactly. Rifleman's great for pinging off shields and enraging your guys, though, if you end up getting Worgens. But I still think without already having Worgens, I would pick the Knight.
All right, we'll go with that.
Priest is not terrible, but yeah. Ooh,
right,
wow.
So Loot Hoarder, a Silverback Patriarch, or Wild Growth.
It's too early to know if the Wild Growth is going to be a great card, unfortunately.
Yeah.
So I think I'd actually take a Loot Hoarder here just because you're going to know that you're getting another card draw, and it's nice to know that early on.
All right.
All right, Druid deck, you take swipe every time.
Yeah. I hate being on the receiving end of it, so I want it in my deck.
Mm.
Ooh.
Ironbark Protector, one of the best Druid cards there is. Obviously, it's dealt with by Priest Mind Controls and things like that.
Yeah.
But you can't not take it because of that one specific situation.
Right.
Still just really good.
Yep. Hate seeing those things come out against me.
Holy crap.
Another one.
I think 2 is your maximum with this card, though.
Oh, absolutely. I can't think of very many scenarios where you're going to get a dropout 3 times.
Yeah, I've seen people pick like 3 and 4 of these, and the general consensus is they fail when they do so. Now, honestly, though, since you already have 1 and you may get another one, I would not hate picking the Farseer here. It's a 3 for 3 mana, so its body is fine. It's standard. And you can heal a minion or yourself, depending on what the situation requires. So it's kind of nice. So I'd say these are close. I would say pick whatever you feel. You also have nothing in 3 right now. So
right, yeah. When granted, not as good in arena as you are, obviously, but when in doubt, I go with what's the best for my curve.
Yeah, fill your curve out. I would probably go with it right now. You don't have you passed on Wild Growth, so you don't have a way to get the
mana acceleration.
The guys out quicker, you know.
Yeah.
So, now here, Moonfire, I'm not a big fan of at all. It's 1 damage for 0 mana, but it's a card, so you have to kill something with 1 mana or 1 health for it to be like a 1-for-1. Yeah. Gurubashi not as good in a Druid deck, so I actually might pick the Raptor here because it's a standard great drop on 2 if you have it in your starting hand.
Yeah, I agree.
You got to think about starting hands.
Yeah, Moonfire I think is only good in like a heavy spell damage plus kind of deck.
Swipe number 2.
Hey, swipe number 2. Not even asking.
That is fantastic. Oh wow, and you got a Starfall. Okay, so that's great. Okay. Starfall is another removal that you can decide what's best for the current situation.
Yeah, so it's
5 mana, 5 damage, or 2 mana to 3 creatures. You're getting 6 damage out of 5 mana. So it's a great card.
Yep.
Pick it every time.
All right.
Ooh. Okay. I'm not
some Yeti action, but
not a big fan of Innervate unless you have a massive deck. I think you got to take Yeti when you have a chance.
Yeah.
So.
I'm a big fan of the Yeti.
Oh yeah, great card. Scarlet Crusader's not terrible either. So if you get to a situation later and you still have nothing in 3, then you might want to take that.
Yeah.
And here's a situation right here, but it's up against the Stormwind Champion, which is I think too good to pass up.
Oh, it's a sexy card.
Yeah, it really is. If you have board control and they put out a bunch of stuff, you can chuck this guy down and trade in a much better fashion. So. Yeah. I think you want to take that because you probably will be trying to have board control. Ooh, wow.
As far
Shieldmaster.
As far as taunt is concerned, yeah. I have him. I throw him in like every deck, almost.
Yeah, he's pretty tough to deal with on turn 4. Even if they have a Yeti out, it doesn't deal with it. It trades 1-for-1. Savage Roar is like mini Bloodlust. If you want to, it gives you +2 attack as well, which is. Not too terrible, but again, it's not going to win you too many games unless you're already winning. So,
right.
I think a Shield Master.
All right, I would totally go for that.
And now we're starting to get to the point where we're going to have to start thinking about 3 drops here. And we're going to have to maybe not take 4s that we like.
Yeah, that makes me sad.
Yeah. So, Mark of Nature, again, situational. The problem I have with it is often what it does is you effectively turned 1 card into 2 cards. And if they can then remove it with 1 card, you got 2-for-1 because of it.
Yeah.
So
buff cards
actually,
kind of scare me.
Yeah, I like the Fen Creeper. There's a few buffs that are just like ultimate, gotta take it cards, but I don't think that's one of them.
All right, so you take the Fen Creeper on this one?
I would take the Fen Creeper. Yeah, okay. Voodoo Doctor is just really no good.
Nah.
Okay, well, we don't have a silence at this point.
We could use a 2-drop.
And yeah, because, you're not going to ever drop that on turn 2, unfortunately. It's just it doesn't make sense to drop there. But we do have a Loot Hoarder and a Bloodfin Raptor, which you would drop on turn 2. I think you stay away from the mechanic because of the fact that you have so many 4s.
Yeah.
And the Infiltrator is actually not that terrible. It's actually fairly. It's I think the best 1-drop because in general, what you end up doing is trading for their 2-drop, or you alter the plan for their 2-drop if you drop it on 1. Suddenly they can't play a Bloodfin Raptor. You know.
Yeah.
The only card that they could play at that point would be it would be a 2/3, which you then on turn 2 could use your hero ability and actually remove it. So I think it's those 2 cards are both fine picks. It depends on what you think you need the most.
Let's see, we're at 14 out of 30 cards. I would almost go for the Infiltrator because I think we have a good chance of finding another Silence somewhere in here.
I think so too. You got 15 more cards to come, and if you get the 4/3 Silence, then you're rocking.
Yeah.
Well, there you go. There's your 2-drop. Also, it's a 2-drop against everybody who doesn't have a weapon, and against the guy who does have a weapon, it's just like the ultimate answer. So, gotta take it as.
All right, 662.
Starfire. It's removal it's free removal basically.
Yep.
You do 5 damage, you draw a card, so you replace the card you just used.
Yep. Super
good. Okay, there's the 3-drop we've been looking for.
Hey, Raging Worgen.
I think you have to take a Worgen here. Soul of the Forest is a fun card, but you really have to use it with 3 or more minions, or else it doesn't have its value.
Yeah, I do love trees, though.
Yeah. Yeah, they are fun. I would actually take the Bloodsail Raider because it's fine without a weapon. It's a 2-mana 2/3, and Naturalize is just super crappy. I would never take Naturalize. You basically, with Naturalize, you spend a card to kill a card, then you give the other guy 2 cards. You 3-for-1 yourself with your own play.
Yep.
It's terrible.
Yeah, it's like severe desperation. It's just like, there's a Ragnaros and it needs to die now.
It's so dumb. I would never take it. Wow, you got another Starfall. You have so much removal that you have to, yeah. With this much removal, your guys are going to live and his are going to die. So,
starting to look a lot like the Shaman decks I like to make.
Yeah. Now, Magi is, because of the spells you have, I think we're gravitating towards these 2 spell cards. Archmage has a really great body, a 4/7, hard to deal with. And the Magi is a little easier to deal with. So.
And we have a lot of 4-drops.
We have a lot of 4s, so I would take the Archmage here. Yeah. Okay, well, how much card draw do you have currently?
I don't think we have really any.
Not very much.
We have a Loot Hoarder, which he needs to die to get the card draw.
We have Wrath, which is sometimes card draw.
Yeah, Wrath, and then what was the not Starfall? What was the other removal that?
Oh yeah, the Starfire. Yeah.
Starfire.
Now here's the thing: Starfire here is also another card, and the Cult Master. The Cult Master you have to play it and then trade to get the card. So yeah, see, you can't go wrong with Starfire here.
Yeah,
you can't.
It's so good.
Yeah, there's no possible way to go, and you can use it to kill a hero. So.
I was literally about to say we need some 3-drops, and then it shows me this. I'm like, but not that.
Not that. No. The Frostwolf Warlord is so far above these other 2 cards.
Yeah.
That you just have to take it. I think that you're fine on minions. I think you will have stuff out. Holy crap! This is like the ultimate removal.
Is there another swipe? Oh my god!
You will kill everybody all the time, and no one will be able to deal with you.
All right.
Yeah. You don't pass up a 3rd swipe ever.
Yeah. No. I don't care if my 4-drops are just going insane.
It's fine because on 3, you know, when you go second on 3, you can coin 4, and if you go first on 3, you can hero ability or play another 2. You know.
Yeah, we've got options.
Yeah. So you have tons of removal. Mm-hmm. So Claw seems less awesome.
Yeah, I'd go for the.
I think Power of the Wild is actually
towards the Power of the Wild, yeah.
Yeah, because it's a 2-drop at worst, and at best it's giving 3 minions plus 1/1 each, which can be just game changing.
All right.
Azure Drake is just way too good to pass up, especially because you have that's another 4, which is you gotta take it.
Azure Drake is just like the shield mass. I tend to just throw it in all my decks.
Yeah.
It's like Tabasco sauce.
Well, here we've got another Soul of the Forest and a Blood Cell Raider, I think, are the two options.
We got so many damn 4-drops.
Yeah, but this is not a 4-drop, though. So I'm okay with taking this here. Because this is, if you had a 3 in there, I would immediately grab the 3. But I think that with all your removal, you should be able to get this on some creatures.
Yeah, it's kind of a nice insurance policy.
And even if you just get it on 2 creatures, you've got an even value. It's an average card.
Yeah. All right.
With another Blood Cell Raider, I think, is too many. I don't think you need 2 of those.
You should sell cars for a living, Dills, because you just sold me on Soul of the Forest.
Well, here's your first silence, and I think at this point it's kind of tough to take. It's, you know what, though? The 3 is like, fills your curve. I don't know. This is the problem. I would always say take the owl, but the fact is that's your curve weakness right now.
All right.
And it's not a terrible drop on 3. It's not the best one. It's not a Golem or a Worgen, but if you don't have your Worgen and you're full on health and the Farseer is a waste, you have nothing else.
Yeah. All right.
I think you're going to be fine without silence. You have so much removal.
Who needs silence when you can kill everything?
You should just kill it. Yeah.
All right. Oh, wow. Second to last pick.
Yeah, this is tricky because you don't have many more picks. Well, I don't hate Innervate just because of the fact that you don't have those 3-drops, and if you do have it, you could Innervate out a 4-drop.
Yeah.
But I also don't hate the Frost Elemental here. When you can check it out and freeze something and then worry about it on the next turn, it's really helpful.
Let's take a look at this real quick. We've got currently 6 mana plays. We have 2 Starfires and 1 Archmage.
But that's not an overload. I don't think that's too many. If you had 4 or 5 there, I would say definitely don't pick it. But
yeah,
you have enough 2-drops that you can mulligan cards and get 1, I think, almost every time.
Okay. All right, so we're going to go for
this is a play.
All right, let's rock the Frost Elemental.
Do it.
All right, final pick.
Wow. Well, these are all good.
Yeah.
These are all really good. Defender of Argus gives you 2 taunts and also buffs 2 minions. So in that respect, it's just great. Problem is you have to have guys on the board to make it worth it. You know.
Yeah, otherwise, it's just a dead card.
Sunwalker is so good. Unfortunately, we just picked a 6 again.
Yeah.
But Keeper of the Grove, man, I really like Keeper of the Grove too.
Yeah, it gives us either 2 targeted damage or a silence if we really need that silence.
And you know what I just found out about is that if you, let's say you're playing a mage and they play Spellbender or Counterspell,
yeah,
you can trigger that secret with the Keeper. After you cast him, the 2 options pop up and they're both spells.
I did not know that. So like it would trigger like a Gadgetzan Auctioneer or anything like that?
I don't know if it would trigger an Auctioneer, but I guess it technically would.
If it counts as a spell, it should.
Yeah, it should, but I saw it trigger a Spellbender.
That's
and basically
sick.
it was a silence the Spellbender. It was weird.
Huh.
Yeah. So I don't know. Honestly, here you're not filling out any of your curves with any of these picks. So I think you pick whatever you think is the strongest, and none of them is wrong.
Oh yeah.
I'm deferring to you.
I'm leaning towards the Keeper.
Okay.
Because I think it's good in almost any scenario. Whereas
it's true.
I think we have enough 6-drops, and like you said, the Defender of Argus.
You also have 3 or 4 taunts already, I think.
We got the Fen Creeper. We got a Shield.
Although Sunwalker is the best taunt.
Yeah.
It's by far the best taunt because it lives through 2 attacks.
Yeah.
Or it gets silenced and you cry, but one of the other.
Or assassinated or
assassinated
and really
you
just
cry,
like son of a bitch.
Or sheep, then you cry, or hex, then you cry.
Yep. Oh.
Well, so you can make the other guy cry with the Keeper. So.
Yeah, I think I'm gonna go with the Keeper for this one.
All right. I'm fully behind that decision. I think you have a really good deck here.
It looks pretty solid.
I think this deck could easily go 9. Yeah, I really believe that. You've got some options on every turn here. You're never going to be... I don't think you're ever going to be stuck for cards because you have the Twilight Drake, Starfalls, you have the Loot Hoarder, and you have the Wrath. So I don't think cards are going to be an issue.
Yeah.
You don't have any of those, like, I'm going to draw 4 cards magically in one turn things like the Cult Master, but you're just fine.
Yeah, I think we're going to be okay.
Yeah.
All right,
so you want to queue up a game?
I'm about to say we should play our
Give
first
this thing a whirl? All right, let's do it.
Listen to that awesome music.
I've actually turned it off on mine because on the stream I'm always playing music, and then that just
I got you. Okay.
Really poorly. Yeah.
Well, since
I'm glad they added that in because at first you couldn't turn off the finding opponent music at all.
Oh, I didn't know that.
Stuck with it, yeah.
Well, originally before the wipe, it didn't have music.
Yeah, it started without music. Yeah.
Yeah.
Then they added it in, but they made it so you could not turn it off.
Well, they were really proud of it, man. I mean.
Yeah, they were like, "Come on, guys, everybody, check out this awesome workout music." All right, so we're against the Paladin. I don't recognize the name of this Paladin, so.
Yeah. Oh, sorry. If you're watching this on YouTube, Dills' card is currently covering it up. The guy's name is Totaled.
So, I would probably sack everything but the swipe and try to get some lower drops here.
I wouldn't disagree with that.
Swipe is great to hold on to in case you need it. If you don't get the low drops, you can potentially clear the board. There you go.
Okay. Power of the Wild.
You're okay.
But thanks for giving me the Stormwind Champion RNG.
Yeah. The other two, well, they'll be great when you get there.
Hey, there's our second of three swipes.
Definitely don't coin into that when you don't have a 3 play, for sure.
Yeah.
But you will play this on 2, no matter what, almost.
And we're going to give our minions +1/+1, obviously, right?
Oh, of course. That's the opposite.
Yeah.
All right, so what we can do on the next turn is coin Drake. So, yes, that's great.
Right.
So go ahead and play that Power of the Wild.
Make my Panther.
Now, there's an argument that could be made for not playing that Panther at all and just hero ability, do the hero ability. So you have one more card when the Drake comes out. Yeah. But I don't think that 1 health is enough to not put something out that could potentially trade with this.
Yeah.
Oh, wow, look at this guy.
This guy had a really good opening hand.
Yeah, he sure did. The good news for you is he just got rid of that, and so now you can actually coin swipe instead. And you can kind of deal with his opener.
All right. So
I would swipe the wolf, not the Argent guy, because if you swipe the other guy, the wolf stays alive.
Killing the wolf gets rid of that buff.
Yeah, exactly.
All right, set coin and swipe the wolf.
Job's done.
Now you got basically a 2/1 that you can hero ability off if you need to on the next turn. But you don't really. He doesn't scare you too much, not yet.
Yeah, we can still trade some hit points.
Mm-hmm. And if you look, you're only at 29. I mean, he did all that. He played all those cards, and wow, you might just swipe again. This would be a really valuable swipe here too.
Yeah, swipe.
You have so many
on the shield. Well, we have 3, so we're gonna use. Use up
I don't think that this is a bad play. You're gonna get 3 minions for 1 here.
And deal 1 more damage to our paladin friend.
Just, swipes, coming at you.
It's like a rabid raccoon up in here.
You might be able to remove whatever he puts out next turn with your Starfall. All right,
I'll 1/1
here. You're not going to get a better chance probably to play the Drake, so I think this is the time.
Yeah, I was about to say.
Yeti's not relying on cards, so it's basically a 4/6 instead of a 4/5.
Alrighty then. You picked up any weird habits on certain boards, like on this Pandaria board? I always have to have 3 carrots on the farm.
You know, there was a point where I was doing stuff like that, but not anymore.
What was that?
He did a dirty trick on you there. Yeah. Well, you can. There's a couple ways you can go about this here. You could just Starfire one of these guys off and kill the minion, or kill the soldier. Not the Starfall, I would say the Starfire, because it actually gives you a card back.
Right.
Yeah. If you play
damage.
If you don't kill the Worgen right now, he's going to enrage himself on your Twilight Drake, so I would kill the Worgen. I would just do it.
Yeah, I agree.
Yeah. You have no other way to remove it. It's a little overkill, but you have so much removal you don't have to feel too bad about it.
Yep, and then zap this guy for 1.
And then kill the one guy, yeah. The 3/3 is not a huge threat right now, and you should be able to deal with it. And you'll be able to actually turn your Twilight Drake into a 2/6 on the next turn if you want to.
Oh yeah, with my my Stormwind Champion.
I'll kind of force him to feel like he needs to deal with it.
Ooh, secret.
Well, that could be problematic.
They don't have any straight up destroy.
No, the
Minion
secret would be
stuff.
to take something down to 1 health, though. So what I would do is actually test it first. Attack the 1/1 right now and see if that's. But actually,
Oh,
yeah,
well,
that's
there it is. All right, noble sacrifice.
sacrifice. We know what it is.
All right, done.
Now you can clear the board with a Starfall and your hero ability, but I don't feel like I think it's kind of a waste of Starfall right now.
I'm about to say I agree.
Yeah, I'd either play the Yeti and the Worgen together, or the Stormwind Champion, but neither one would really be wrong. I think the Yeti and the Worgen
I would agree with that.
Yeah.
Stormwind Champion gains value the more guys are on the board.
Yeah. So yeah, you can play him on the next turn, and he'd be even better.
We're still a card up on our opponent too, so that's good.
Yeah, you've been removing in a much better, more efficient way. Well, that was kind of expected.
It happens.
He won't be able to get rid of the Yeti unless he has another one of those, though.
Yeah, that's a good point. Gotten some legs out of this 1 damage Twilight Drake.
I know, right? He's like, what he did basically was he turned him into your soldier removal. That's all.
Play another card so Starfall is worth it next turn, please.
Exactly. Throw one more 2 health guy on the board.
You got 4 mana. Play a minion.
Or 2 drop. Oh, that's not the one.
Oh, that's not as.
That is not the one.
Although I could.
I mean, if you Starfall it, you enrage it. You could attack it with your hero first.
I was about to say, if I attack it with my hero ability first, I only take 2 damage, and then I wipe the board.
The problem is, though, I would test this theory because because if he has another get down, then you're screwed. So I'd actually first don't attack him with your hero ability. Attack him with the Yeti, because I think that's what it is.
Right,
I'm almost certain that's what it is.
Who do you want me to attack with the Yeti?
Attack the Worgen with the Yeti, because if you kill the Worgen, it's fine. Okay, so it's not that. So that means the next guy you throw down
is Redemption.
Ah, okay. Well, now Starfall.
Starfall, yeah.
Yeah.
Done.
Simple.
You made my decision for me, sir. Thank you.
Now you could drop the
Raptor or the Loot Hoarder.
Raptor or the Loot Hoarder. I'd go with the Loot Hoarder to just get another card back.
Yeah.
Because if he does Consecrate, you just lose the Raptor for nothing. And a Consecrate with a 2/4 Yeti out there would seem pretty cool.
There's probably another Hammer of Wrath. Okay.
It's okay.
I hate that you can't count cards in Arena. I'm like, all right, that's the second Hammer of Wrath. We don't have to worry about that.
Yeah.
Oh, except it's Arena.
He could have 6 of them. But that's what I like about Arena. I really enjoy that. Oh, wow, Divine Favor. That was a really good Divine Favor. It's about as good as it gets with Divine Favor. I've seen it get like 5 cards, but...
Yeah, I actually had, I think a guy get 4 cards off of me earlier today. I hate that card.
All right, I would attack him first and see if this is another get down.
Eye for an eye.
Eye for an eye. That's the stupidest spell ever.
Damage. Damn, it hurts so bad.
Hero ability Stormwind is probably the play. I mean, you lost out, but it didn't matter. I mean, you were testing stuff there, so.
Might as well zap him for 1.
Yeah, Stormwind's not going to do any buffing to you. So right now, I would say I would call you squarely in the lead at this point.
Yeah.
Now, he did draw a lot of cards in that last turn, but he only drew the same amount you had, so you have board control. The life doesn't matter. It's even enough that it's not a big deal.
The only time I get really scared about life is usually against mages.
Yeah, when you get down to like 15 or so against a mage, it could be 2 turns before you're done. Or a hunter, if you get down to under 10, you know that you got 5 turns if they just continue to steady shot you.
Yeah. I think we glitched out the water on the farm here.
Uh-oh. Have you seen the boot yet? I haven't seen the boot.
I have seen the boot.
Yeah.
I got something else showed up the other day that I honestly did not recognize. Right, get to draw a card.
Interesting Consecrate. I don't know if I would have consecrated that board.
It makes me wonder if he has. He does not have something else. So
no.
I don't know what he's playing at here.
Well, you're looking at the ability right now to do 15 damage to his face. It's not enough, so I wouldn't do it yet.
Yeah. How do we deal with Mrs. Divine Shield over here?
Yeah, well, what you can do is you can actually swipe the hero and do that four damage now. Get rid of the Divine Shield and the other little guy.
Okay.
And then play the Fen Creeper and attack his face with the Stormwind Champion.
And just leave the Crusader up?
Yeah, leave the Crusader up. He's not too big of a threat to you. Even if he gets Kings right now, you'll have a taunt on board. Just go straight for the face. You bring him down to a 6-1, and there's things he can do to then kill it on the next turn without losing anything, you know?
There's the Kings.
There's the Kings, yeah. But that's fine. I mean, he kills that, and he leaves it at 1. Oh, my God. You still have to kill that.
Are you kidding me?
Okay.
All right, so if we
All
kill
it does, though, is now he's going to trade 2 for 2, basically, because he got 1 card out of this. Well, he's not, because you're going to kill it for free.
He has 3 cards in that one. So that's 4 cards we're going to get right there.
Yes, and you're going to kill it for free with the Starfire. Don't kill it with the Starfall. I would kill it with the Starfire.
I keep forgetting. Yeah, I get them.
Well, hold on. No. Kill it with the Starfall because the Starfire can hit the hero, and you're getting him low enough that you might be able to crush him on the next turn.
Gotcha.
Plus, you can play the Frost Wolf afterwards with Starfall. 5 damage.
Bing. Get our 4 for 1.
And then, yeah, I'd play the... well, there's a couple things. You can play the Raptor and hope that both of them live the next turn, and then the Frost Wolf is better. Or you can play the Frost Wolf now, which is a 6/6 for 5. If you play the Raptor, you're going to hero ability do 1. I don't think
he'll be a 5/5 for 5.
No, because he's going to get buffed.
He counts himself.
He's going to get buffed by the Storm.
Right. Okay.
Yeah, play that.
Yeah, absolutely.
Just attack the face.
Attack the face. There's nothing else to attack.
Yep. There you go, 6/6 for 5. Not too shabby.
Yeah, there it is.
Yeah, all right.
GG.
So this deck seems pretty solid, dude. You were never in trouble that entire game.
Yeah.
You just keep removing stuff and playing, putting creatures out there so that at the end of every turn you have something out and he doesn't.
Yeah.
And I think you'll just walk right to victory with this deck.
Wonderful.
Honestly. Yeah. Should we stop there, or do you want to do another one with me? How long have we gone for?
I honestly don't know. That doesn't show a timer.
Oh, okay.
We've gone for 100 megabytes worth.
The Skype call doesn't tell us how long either, does it?
I think it should, but it doesn't. I think it does when you end the call.
I think we've gone for only like 30 minutes. I think we can do another one.
All right,
right?
We'll do one more. Sure, why not? You there, people watching, you get a bonus game.
Bonus game. Bonus game.
All right. Well, were you aware that the medals are Apprentice, Journeyman, Copper, Silver, Gold, Platinum, Diamond, and Master?
Yes.
Oh.
And there's supposedly Grandmaster that you can't get to.
Yes.
But if you're on 3-star Master and you hover over it, it says next level Grandmaster. But I won like 100 games before the wipe on 3-star Master and could never get there.
Yeah,
so.
I was doing the same thing with my my broken ass rogue deck.
Yeah.
Just owning fools.
Oh, we've got a priest here.
This should be interesting.
Yeah, you've got big creatures, so...
Yeah, we get to go second again.
Yeah. I say same strategy as before.
Everything but the swipe. I agree with you, sir.
Oh.
Much more better.
This is a really good curve to start right here.
Yeah.
Because you can play an ooze safely on 2. It's not a problem against the priest.
Yeah, it doesn't have weapons.
And then you've got 2 options on 3, so... As well as the coin swipe on 3.
Probably end up playing the hunter, because I don't imagine that many scenarios where I'm going to need that 3 extra health.
Unless he, rushed you down like crazy, but...
Yeah.
No, there's no point. There's no time at turn 3 that he's rushed you down like crazy.
Yeah.
Unless he's got something ridiculous I don't know about.
This isn't a hunter or a rogue. That's not
No, it's a priest. It's not going to be that way. I wouldn't even know what a priest could do to rush you. I would like to try to make a rush priest deck, actually.
I think it's literally impossible unless you go heavy Murloc.
Yeah. If you buff all the Murlocs, you can heal them, I guess. That would be the only benefit.
I wonder what a priest Murloc deck looks like. That might be.
Yeah, you'll probably always wonder because you'll never see one.
I saw one that was fairly high upvoted on Hearthhead earlier today. I didn't read it though.
I'm really interested once I actually get all the cards. Today I finally just dusted a few cards so I can make Ragnaros because I was like, this is the perfect legendary to fill out this Druid deck. It's just like I get to the end game and check out.
You had to dust more than a few to make a rat.
Well, I already had like 1,300 dust just from Arena, so
okay, gotcha.
I dusted like a couple of gold blues or something like that I was never going to use.
Gotcha. Yeah, that's what I did when I cracked because I opened the 40 packs again.
Oh, nice.
And ended up getting.
So you have more cards than I do.
Yeah. I ended up getting a few legendaries, and one of them was a gold Nozdormu. So I was like, "See ya, buddy. I need the dust."
Yeah, that's a great card if you're a fast player already, and if the other guy's not, and then you're like, "Oh, guess what?"
Is he really just gonna let his time run out?
Yeah, this guy, I don't know what he's doing here.
Yeah. He left.
So free win.
Are you kidding me?
End turn, I guess. Yeah, there you go.
So,
all right.
That's really anticlimactic.
That is, but guess what? You're 2-0, buddy. 2-0 is a good thing. You don't Ever in Arena say no to a win.
Want to go again?
Well, we got to go again.
All right. Yeah. Promised the second game. That's not a second game. I was anxious to see how this would handle against a priest.
Against the priest, I know. I thought there was going to be some interesting scenarios that would pop up in that one.
Man, they're rough.
Well, you have a couple of big creatures that would suck if they got mind controlled. The beauty is, though, you have removal, so that he does it, you can deal with it. You know.
I'm not sure I have at least nothing that could take out my like 8/8 tree or anything.
No, but you try to bait out the removal or the mind controls on like your 6/6s and your other stuff.
Yeah.
Keeper is not necessarily a 4-drop, I would say.
Yeah.
So I'd sack everything but the Raptor here.
Agreed.
I think you want your Keeper later on in the game. Uh-oh. Well, at least you got something to play on turn 2, and then you got your hero ability. I wish you were going second right now, looking at your hand.
Yeah, I agree. This is what a lot of my games have looked like the last 2 days. Just just total crap starting hands.
It's tough. You have to sack pretty aggressively to get, but sometimes there's a card that's like so good on 4, I don't want to take the chance of not having that on 4.
Right. Like swipe.
Yeah, exactly. Oh, we've got a buzzard on the very first drop of the game.
Did he coin? He coined into it.
He coined into that, yeah. I would play the Raptor over the Power of the Wild because of the fact that your beasts don't matter to him anymore.
Job's done.
And the Raptor or the Power of the Wild can be used in another situation potentially. So
right. 3/2 either way.
So is he gonna not get a single card out of that buzzard? Because that sucks for him. Yeah, he's not.
Yeah.
Kill that buzzard ASAP.
Yep.
And the 2/3 is actually fine here, I think, because again, it has no other options.
Is he gonna be one of these smart talkers that every time I do something?
Every time he does something, he says thank you. Yeah, I hate that.
Yeah, well, we're gonna squelch you right now, buddy. Here you go.
I had a guy who said it over and over again last night, and then when I beat him, I said thank you.
That's a great feeling.
Yeah. Okay, so this guy is basically just going straight up rush. Drake, kill the pig, right? Yeah.
Yeah, throw out the Drake and then trade my
Kill the pig. Yeah. A 4/2 for a 2/3, yes. Yes, please.
Yep.
6 stats for 5. So he's definitely, his plan is clear right now.
Yeah.
He's going to go for your face.
We just need to outlive him.
Yeah, which I think you will be able to do. Just kill that thing, bam, no problem. Keep your 4/5 on board.
So Starfall it.
Oh yeah, sure.
5 damage to a minion.
You have 2 of these, and you have 3 of the other ones, and 2 of the other ones, and you don't need to be stingy with those, man. It's like, just go for it.
And next turn I've got a Starfire.
Next turn you can do it again if need be.
Get a card out of it.
Yeah.
All right.
Or you could Loot Hoarder, Power of the Wild, if you don't need to.
Oh, kill.
Son of a bitch. I don't think I would Starfire that one.
No.
I'd probably just play the Worgen and the Loot Hoarder here.
Yeah.
Because both of those will trade with that next turn, pretty much guaranteed. You could even play the Stealthy guy, too.
I have the mana for it.
All three of them. Because then
it doesn't have a trap.
Something's going to trade. Yeah.
All right. We'll drop them all. They're all going down. All right. Do you have any answers?
The one thing I would have said, though, about how you drop those, I would have put the Stealth guy in the middle. That way he can't explosive shot all three of your guys. See what I'm saying? Because you can't target it.
I've never thought of that.
Yeah.
That's a wonderful meta strategy, and now there's a secret on the board.
Now there's a secret. But I think you're fine. So you go for your face again. Okay, because even if it's explosive trap, you can still trade the board here. Oh, now you got swipe, so even better. You can trade without losing anything. Swipe the bear.
Swiping the bear.
Swipe the bear, hero ability, the buzzard off.
There's one life.
And here's the thing. If you attack his face, what's going to happen is you're going to lose both of those guys, but you will enrage your Worgen. And I think that's fine. Because you're going to get a coin out of the Loot Hoarder. And you'll enrage your Worgen.
Alright.
And you need to get this damn trap off the board.
There it is.
So now you'll
hit him for 8.
You'll swing for 8, yeah.
Yep.
That's
Worst
fine.
things have happened.
Worst things have happened, yeah. There you go. So you've almost evened the health up with just that one turn there. And that's good against the hunter because his plan is to rush you. So you're gonna need to rush him back basically.
Right.
That's fine. You got a lot of use out of that guy already.
He has served his purpose.
Yes. It'll be fantastic right now is if you got another 2-drop. Oh,
Okay.
wow, that's cool.
I could
That's perfect removal for that, and I think you should remove that.
and not draw the card.
No, draw the card.
And then
Draw
use
the card, use your
hero
hero ability, and then drop the Yeti. Right? You have 8 mana. Am I right?
Yeah. 2. Yep. Absolutely.
Yeah. Get the card while you can. You don't have anything else to play. That's worth it. So.
Yep. Got a Fen Creeper. It'll slow things down next turn if we need it.
If you need it, yeah. But you got a nice beefy body out there right now.
Yep.
He's probably going to feel like he has to deal with that. He's not doing the normal Rush Hunter stuff, though, where he's like kind of saving his cards to go for that one big combo. So I don't think he's a combo Rush Hunter. His plan is to rush you. Well, that can be dealt with. Well, let's think about this here. Oh. I would prefer to swipe that.
Yeah, because it leaves us mana open to drop the Fen Creeper.
I don't even think... Yeah. Just, swipe that and play the Fen Creeper. That's great. And then you got 4 more damage to the face. And that pretty much effectively ends the rushing possibilities. Even a multi-shot. You could double multi-shot maybe, something ridiculous, but... Oh, okay.
We still have a Starfire to take that off the board.
Yeah, let's see though.
Hunter's Mark.
Yeah,
Hunter's Mark.
That's fine. I'm just thinking about this. If you have... If you attack him with the Yeti, his taunt there.
Yeah.
Then you attack his face with 3/1, and then Starfire his face, and then I don't know. I don't know if I would do all this. I would probably just attack him with the Yeti, throw out the Storm Champion, and then attack his face with the other dude and your hero ability. Leave the 4/3 up because it'll trade. It'll trade next turn, basically, with
Gotcha.
your creeper.
All right, so trade the Jetty for the Hyena.
Yeah. And then just drop the Stormwind Champion first. Attack with your hero ability and that dude.
Just straight to his face.
To his face, yeah.
All right.
Leave the 4/3 on board. He's gonna have. He's top decking. And basically, what you've got him now down to is lethal in many ways right now. There's so many ways you can kill this guy on the next turn.
And we win.
Yep. He has no way to deal with you. He top decked a card that has no chance of saving him. Alright. I'd say Starfire his face for the fun of it. Alright?
Oh, yeah.
Oh, yeah. Much more fun.
Get a card
If you
out of
hold it for a second, it actually has a really cool... The moon spins. Did you see that?
No, I didn't.
The moon that popped up? Next time you're going to Starfire, hold it over the guy's head for a little while. The moon will actually flip, and then the other side's like the dark side of the moon.
Oh, sweet.
Yeah, pretty cool.
All right, well.
I think this deck might be good.
I think it might. I think it might. I'm taking notes here, so...
You're already at 3-0, so I guess we'll stop here, and then you got to let us know on the show how this run goes.
Yeah, absolutely. Well, thank you, Dills, and thanks everyone for tuning in. We'll try and do another one of these before BlizzCon if we can.
Oh, absolutely. We should get Jocelyn in on this too, and
oh, absolutely, yeah. Just look like I don't even like Hollywood Squares or something. Just a bunch of talking heads in here, just like, oh, do this, and then we'll start fighting, and yeah, it'll be fun. Yeah, Jocelyn, coming for you next.
All right, I'll see everybody later.